Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to MOLEK-SYNTEZ. It's by Zachtronics, and it's currently in early access on Steam for $10 US. I figured since we've kicked off this week with some puzzles, I'm in a bit of a puzzly mood, and certainly am in good company with the Zachtronics puzzles. I've loved most of pretty much all of the games that have come out of Zachtronics. There's only a few that I haven't actually played that I want to eventually get back to, but this is, I believe, the latest and greatest that has come out as of November 4th, and we'll find out what it's like together, because I have not, as you can see from your screen, done anything yet, other than I know that it's something about creating molecules, synthesizing molecules from a small Romanian apartment. So there you go. Without further ado, I guess we're going to go do this. Let's see, hydrogen peroxide. Your goal is to manufacture copies of this drug molecule. Choose and place precursors, and then program the particle beam emitters to rearrange, combine, and output them. Bonds automatically appear between atoms up to each atom's maximum bond count. Hydrogen atoms are included in the bond count and can be used to make and break bonds. Okay. So, maximum bond counts. Okay. So, alright. So, WASD, F, and C, output target. So, and then here's the emitters, right? Manufacture copies of this drug molecule. So we need basically 2 oxygen and hydrogen atoms, it looks like. Where's your catalog statistics? So, catalog. So we have water. So we've got to get 2 water molecules to split. Well, we need water, and then we need to split one off from it. You get 1 hydrogen atom to just go buzz off, basically. How do we do this? Place a precursor, open a precursor catalog, and select it from the list. Okay. Place an instruction, hold its hotkey, and click in the instruction grid to the left. Alright, D. Okay. So then, do I have to... I think I would have to mash these 2 things together, right? So... that's, no, not 2. 4. Right? And then play. Oh, okay, that's moving the emitters. That's not what I was expecting. So wait a minute. So just put these in the center here, I guess, and then have it zap them? Let me see if I can figure this out. This is not immediately making sense to me. Oh, I see. Rearranges it that way. So, if I were to shoot 3 here, right, that would do it, I would think. Like, so this is remove hydrogen atom. Okay, is F. So an output target, slide emitter. So it would be then pull target, push target. Okay. Okay, so I would need, well, that I would need one to then remove a hydrogen atom and 4 to remove a hydrogen atom, right? So let's say 1 and then 4, right? No, but they removed it twice. Not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted at all. Why would they move both? Or remove both? Let's get rid of that for a second. Let's remove them both. Why? Because they're both on the same line, right? Yeah, but that would be the case of anything, right? Because they're all hexes. So, up here between atoms, up to each atom's maximum. Atoms are included in the bond count and can be used to make and break bonds. So, if I move this over here, right? Or, wait a minute. Let's move this down here. And this down here. Is that correct? Maybe? So I could do 6 and 5, right? Like 5, 6, right? But is that going to remove both hydrogen atoms? It is. It's just not what I'm looking for. Do I put this on the second row here, maybe? Just looping. Can I step forward? 1. Bang. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, I think I see how this is working. So then on this one, I just do... I would do C on 6, I guess. It would go like this. And that. Okay, so then is that actually outputting them? No, it's not. So I need 120 and it's not. Choose and place precursors and then program the particle beam emitters to rearrange, combine, and output them. So is it just not outputting them? Let's see here. So if I move this up here, this there. And let's get, so this would move over to 1. And this would move over to 4. Now it's working. Oh, because the entire thing has to be on the emitter beam. I see. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm starting to get the hang of it. So... I think we did actually pretty good there. I mean, it's not the best it could have been, because people have done it in less than 360 cycles. But I guess... let me try... keep editing for a second. Let me see... Because that's kind of the weird part of it, is you kind of have to like pluck a hydrogen atom. But if I plucked both hydrogen atoms off of one of these, would the other one migrate over to the other side is my question. So like if I did, how would I do this? Like if I did, let's get rid of this, right? In fact, we'll move this over to 1, right? And then what if I had 5 do that twice? Would that actually work? Let's step through here. No. Okay, so they won't migrate over to the other side. How would you... So then it really becomes a matter of lining these up in such a way that you can do multiples in one shot, right? So you got this guy here. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, 2 there. I wonder if I can... Because the way this is set up, this sort of honeycomb thing, is that you're going to have to probably move one of these. Well, is that true? That's not entirely true. In fact, that's not true at all. What I could do is move this over to here and move this to 4 here. We'll go like this. And let's step through that and see if that works. Oh, it did. Okay. There we go. We went from 360 to 240 cycles. Okay, so that's how you optimize it. All right, cool. Cool. All right. December 2092. These walls don't do a damn thing to keep the cold out. I should go outside and walk. Instead, I light another cigarette and keep working. Okay, alright. So then we need to do ethanol. Let's do it. Press the Q and E keys while dragging a precursor to set its initial rotation. Oh, okay. You can also pick up, move, and rotate particle beam emitters, although they must be placed back in the outer track. Okay, so you can put the initial positions of things, I guess. So to do ethanol, we need hydrogen and oxygen atom here, and we need 2 carbon and 3 hydrogens and 2 hydrogens. Do we have a hydrogen plus here? Shunt H atom. Shunt. Oh, here's a plus. Yeah, add a hydrogen atom. Remove a hydrogen atom. Okay. Okay. And I guess shunt will push it over, which is what I probably needed in the last one. That would have probably made that go faster. Okay. Trash target. Sure. All right. Precursors. Ethylene glycol. I see what they're doing here. Okay, so we'll throw that in there. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to shunt this hydrogen atom up here. This guy's good and this guy's good. Right? And then let's bring this guy down here. Like that. And this guy over here like that. Alright, so 6 will shunt. Right, maybe. Then 1 will trash the target. And then I guess will work as far as outputting the target. See if that works or not. Not sure. So step. That. And that looks correct. And it is. Okay. 360 cycles. So now, how can I make this more efficient? So, need to trash that one. What I could do, actually, is we can add a hydrogen atom. It might be better to, let's pull one back up here. All right, and what we'll do is, hopefully this only trashes the one. Not both, but we'll see. We'll have 6. Trash that guy. We'll have 1 add hydrogen atom. And then we'll have 4 produce the output and see what this does. Okay, that works. That guy's back down to 240 cycles. Okay. And 4 modules. Alright. Alright. Not bad. Not terrible. I mean, I'm optimizing my stuff a little bit here. I wonder though. I wonder what. I guess it goes in the order of the firing things. Like I guess it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across that way probably. So I'm wondering if I can. How could I do this? If I did, let's see here. Let's do move 1 down here, right? We'll have 1 trash this guy. We'll move 2 over here. We'll have 2 add this guy. And then we'll do 4 here and see if that works, see if it goes in that order. It does. And we're down to 120 cycles. Cool. Okay. So now I kind of understand how it's working a little bit. All right. All right. Not bad. Not bad. The shipment of formaldehyde went missing. Who would steal something like that? I'll have to make do without it. Oh, okay. Now we've opened up a bunch of things. Nitrous oxide. I'll make some NOx. Gotta have a race car. We need a double bonded nitrogens and a single bond with an oxygen. So what's my precursors here? Okay. Is there a way to ensure that I get a double bond? There's ammonia. It's got way too many hydrogens on it, though. Can I get like a purebred nitrogen? Like, this is close, but no cigar there. Hydrochloric acid here. Nitrous oxide. So we have water and ammonia. With methanol as well. Not sure here. Wait a minute. Let me think. So is there something that I guess it automatically double bonds. I mean, I guess nitrogen, yeah, normally double bonds, I guess. Although they have triple bond here. But that's maximum bond counts. So can we do this without... The problem with this is if I were to break this carbon bond, I have a feeling these other bonds are just going to fly off into nothing. So we'll lose that entirely. We have acetone here, acetic acid, propane, or propene, I guess. Ethylene glycol, benzene, cyclohexane, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, ammonia. I feel like ammonia and water are about the closest things I can do there. But I'll need two ammonias, and that's a lot of hydrogens I need to strip off. I wonder what happens, because the maximum bond counts, is that the number of bonds between atoms that they're communicating, or is it the number of hydrogen atoms it's allowed to have? Because chlorine, we see there's only one hydrogen there. Nitrogen, we're seeing most of them with 3, although you can have 2, as you see down there. I'm betting, well, carbon is 4. Yeah, I'm betting that's the number of hydrogens is what they're talking about there. It could be floating on it. So I'm thinking, if I were to shunt hydrogens off the one ammonia onto the other one, they would essentially blow themselves off, right? Because you can't have more than that on there. Question mark? I mean, I guess I can try it. Let's see what we got here. Let's do nitrogen, oxygen, or water, I'm sorry. So what happens if I do a shunt on one? I'm curious to see what happens when I do this. Let me just step that. Yeah, it disappears because it can't take any more. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping for. And the same with the oxygen on the other side. So I could do 4 here, right? Because I need to kill all these hydrogen atoms. So if I were to, so that's 1. I mean, it's not particularly efficient, but at least it would be off there, I guess. Because I'm also thinking, like, I need to remove them from here too, so I can bombard this with 3 and tell 3 and 2 to start removing. Well, actually, I can get all those. I can get 6 on there too. So, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do 1 and 4, right? And then do. Can I like copy these and paste them down? I guess not. Although you can use the hotkeys, so that's probably why they want you to do that. So 1 and 4. 1 and 4. That leaves 1 over here. So we'll shunt that guy. Right. And then at the same time, we'll start removing hydrogens from this other dude. So we'll say, so that's F, F, and then 6 would be, or actually we should do 5, and then 6 will produce the thing, maybe? We'll see. We'll see if that works or not. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there's another hydrogen. Oh, that's alright, because that's correct. We got a hydrogen hanging around. Hydrogen hanging around. How did that... Oh, wait a minute. We shunted. So why is 2... This hydrogen should be gone, right? Because we shunt with 1. Huh. Why is that? Because we shunt... Why is there 1 left over? That doesn't make any sense. Because we... What am I missing here? Because so... Shunt is shunt. Let's go back for a second. So bingo bango. Okay. There's still 3 on the middle one. I have 3 hydrogen removals on... Wait a minute. Did I pick the wrong number? No. 2, 3, and 5 are removing. 1 is shunting. So the 1 gets shunted. That should disappear. Because 1 goes first. And then the 2, 3, and 5 should remove the 3? Doesn't look like it's doing that though. So why is it keeping 1 on there? Well, you know, it actually doesn't matter. I could just do a removal over here, right? And then that's just the same difference. So do that, and then that would probably work. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Then that means I can move this guy back up here. Get it from there, and then that should do it. Bam! Okay. 360 cycles, though. So, can I... Looks like most people are 360 cycles there, so I'm wondering, can I... And most people are 9 symbols, 9 modules. Well, actually, a lot of people are less modules. So I wonder, can I combine some of these rows? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. And I'm not sure what shunting from like 5 or 6 would do. I have a feeling it won't do anything because it doesn't have anywhere to go. Or at least it would work the same way that just removing a hydrogen would be. Interesting. But, I mean, this is pretty efficient as it is. What's 5 removing? It's doing that. Yeah. I mean, technically I could just have them all doing removals, but because the shunting's not really helping anything, right? I mean, it's just kind of just working out. It's working out good for the oxygen. But even then, I could just say remove the hydrogens and that would do the same thing. So really all these could just be removals. And would just work the same way. I was kind of just testing that this maximum bond means how many hydrogens it can bond with. That looks like that's the case. So if I change this to a minus here, then really I can combine that with this line. And but everything's being used. I'm still going to need this line here, right? Because can't. I'm going to leave it that way. It's good enough. Good enough for government work, I think. Amphetamine? Why not? Ooh, okay. So we got a couple. We got one here that's pretty much identical to what we have in our precursors. So that's cyclohexane, right? Although there's double bond here, it's got a lot of hydrogens that have been tossed off. So that's going to be interesting. We got carbamide, which is kind of close to what we need, but not entirely. Oh, we got benzene, actually. Actually, that is a benzene molecule, pretty much. So, okay, benzene's the one we want. And I mean, that would make sense, I guess. And then, I mean, what would be the other thing that's close to it? I mean, acetone's kind of close, but doesn't have a carbon. It's got a nitrogen. It doesn't have a nitrogen, I mean. Yeah. Propene. And again, that's not really helpful. It'd be nice if I had something with nitrogen in it. Which is leading me towards the carbamide. It's got these bonds I need here for the most part. I just need to get rid of the oxygen and the nitrogen on that side and replace them with carbon, which I'm not sure how you do that. Unless they have some kind of thing that I can use. Yeah, propene. I mean, this would give me the carbons, and I can just provide my own nitrogen and ammonia. That might be what I need to do. All right, let's get the benzene first. That down there. The propene over here, and I'll see if I can rotate this properly here. Like this. it looks like. Yeah, like that. And then the ammonia here. That's kind of what we're looking for. Problem's going to be shedding some of these bonds, but I think we could do it. So for instance, like this one, see, it's a shame I can't just like shunt that over there because that would be easy then, right? But I gotta do a removal on this side and I gotta do a removal here, which means I'm gonna have to start moving these things left and right, which is probably not terrible. Or I can probably use this to, yeah, make sure I use all the things at my disposal here. I think the first thing I want to do is get this bond set up. So I'll put this guy here. And we'll say, remove that. And remove that. That will put 2 here. None there. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Okay. Then up here. Oh, wait a minute. No, okay, even better. Even better than that. Let's think about this for a minute. I definitely need to do the removal though with 6. Let's do that. But if I bring 5 over, actually I don't need to bring it over at all. So if I tell 5 to shunt this hydrogen, it'll shunt it up onto here. Right. But I need 6 to do its thing as well. Can I bring 4 over here? Does that... It only goes that way. I say... what I was trying to do is, I can shunt this and push it up here, and that will get this with 3 hydrogens. And if I can shunt this, it'll push this up here. The problem is we'll still have a hydrogen here that we need to murderize. I'm not sure, like if you shunt from this direction, will it actually do what you want? Because there's a bond here and you would think it would still like push it that way. Let's see, let's try something. Let's do a little experiment. Let's do this and see what it does. No, it pushes it off in the direction of the emitter. Okay, so that's going to be the problem. That is going to be the problem. Because we need to get around to that side. Because I need to specifically target this here. And about the only one that's going to be in line with it is this guy. It doesn't matter which way I rotate this. So really it's a matter of, it's not really going to be a shunting thing, it's going to be more of an adding. We'll be adding one onto here. And and then remove and remove, which we can do all at the same time. So it's going to be, so 5 and 6 will remove, and what is it? We'll move 2 over here. 2 will add. That's an R. Okay. And then one needs to remove. So we'll do that. And I believe that that's everything, right? Because that'll put 3 here. Still have 1 here. We'll have 0 here. We'll have 2 here, down from the 3. We'll have 2 here. Yeah, I think that's everything. So then the only other thing is on the next line, we just have to say 4 has produced the product, right? Yep. Okay, so it's 240 cycles and 8 modules and 5 symbols. Okay. Is there a way to make that more efficient? Well, obviously, if I could get... if I could rotate this in such a way that number 6 was the one that's actually... like, if I could get this to be the last thing, and then get these hydrogens off here a different way, that would then make it so I could do it all in the one line, the one cycle, basically. But the angle of it is what's making that difficult. I wonder, though, there is a pull. What does that do? Pull target. That actually pull a hydrogen off of it? Like, can I pull a hydrogen from one to the next? I mean, even if I were to do that, would that actually help? Like, say I used 5... no. I have to use 1 to pull... I mean, I could do that. If I used 1 to pull the hydrogen off of here, this could take 4, but then I can use... use 5 and 6 to... well, I need 6 for the ultimate conclusion. Well, I can use 5 and 3 to pull the 2 off of there. But then I still need... well, wait a minute. If I were to pull 1 off of here and pull that up there... no, that's not going to work, though, because I still need this one over here. Right? And I'm not even sure pull does what I think it does. It just says push target, pull target. I don't know if that's... I mean, I guess there's one way to find out. I mean, why would you push... hydrogen. Now I think that's just to push things away or pull things closer, because this rotates their target as well. That's for more advanced things. Yeah, that's got to be for that, because they wouldn't have then a shunt here or other things, you know? Yeah, that's about, I think, is about as good as I'm going to get it, I think. I mean, I'm not terrible. Like, I've got the same number of modules as pretty much everyone else, same number of symbols. It's just others have managed to get it in 120 cycles. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. I would understand if they stole ethanol. Sometimes you need such help to make it through. But formaldehyde? It's without reason. Okay. GHB, huh? The old date rape drug? Is that what we're making there? Diethyl ether. Let's try diethyl ether, because it looks like it might be a little bit more interesting. Lots of carbon, oxygen, and carbon. What do we have? I mean, we've got ethylene glycol. Which would get us some of that. And then we have methanol. Doesn't quite approach it. Acetic acid is probably closest on the one side. And then propene is... yeah, not quite. Methanol is close on the... oh, well, no. This will have the oxygen that we need. We just gotta break this bond up here. What about acetone? Acetone... see, there's a double bond there, which is gonna probably throw us for a loop. Thinking acetic acid, and then for like this half, right? We just gotta get rid of the oxygen double bond, and then I need 2 carbons with lots of hydrogen on them, which we can get from the propene. It's just we have to break this double bond here. Alright, let's see what I've got. So... let's put this here. That's like really rough there, but alright. And then the acetic acid there. Let's see. Let us see here. So then... if I could... so this needs... how are we going to do this? So if I come over here... and I say Get rid of that. And then I go here. And I say get rid of that. And then over here, I say rotate target. Is that right? Rotate, push, pull, rotate. I think rotate is what I want. Maybe. And then 3, I say remove this. What kind of chaos does this do? Atom to atom collision. Okay, so that rotates not quite. I wonder if the pull target is what I want here. And now that literally pulls them away. Because that's not how I want that, though. Problem is trying to get these where they're supposed to be, but I think we could do it on the second time around. So let's get rid of this. Actually, I could... No, actually, I could add hydrogen there. And then the next time around on 2, we shunt that one down. And I'll put 3 on there, 2. And then we need to move emitters around basically at that point, right? Let me just see where this puts me. That's not working the way I thought it would work. It's not actually removing the bonds. Huh. Huh. Wonder why that's not, like... I'm saying remove target, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. Huh. I wonder why that doesn't actually remove the target. Like, how do you break this bond otherwise? Is it because it's a double bond, it just won't break it? What if I told 3 to remove target? What does that do? Nothing. Okay. Am I just completely off? I guess I'm just completely off base here. I guess I'm not really... Like, I have to start with something that's not quite as advanced there, I guess? I don't know. I need carbon, and that's the only way I'm going to get it, because I don't have any lying around here. And I feel like I got the right thing going, but apparently not. What if I get rid of these for a second? Yeah, it's not doing anything. It is not doing anything at all. Alright, well, you know what? That will have to be a that will have to be a trial for those of you watching along here. I'll leave the mystery of that open-ended for all you folks who are watching this. This, my friends, has been MOLEK-SYNTEZ. It is by Zachtronics, and it is in early access currently on Steam for $10 US. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.